Good morning on this Memorial Day. Got the big flag flying for our Memorial Day garden tour. Wanted to start out here this morning and just kind of go around and give an update on all the different happenings around the yard and the garden here, and that our landscaping's really showing its good colors out here. We got a new hanging basket in front of the house. Our mimosa tree is coming on full bloom, and it's pretty this time of year in that when those full blooms really come out, the hummingbirds just love it and really adds a lot of nice shade and color to the front yard. Kind of an interesting thing in that with these mimosa trees, the leaves all curl up in the evening or dark time and change the appearance of them. But coming around here through the front yard, we've got our lilies about ready to come into bloom. Irises, they've kind of teamed down a little bit. The amaryllis is starting to fade a little bit, but it had some beautiful blooms this year. Had a double one had a 4 flower bloom, the other one had a 5 flower bloom, but magnificent blooms on those things. Got our wild rose here and other bigger mimosa tree, and again with the sunrise, really pretty color on that coming up in the morning. Had a little wind chime addition to our garden area here on the magnolia tree. Father-in-law brought that over as a little yard ornament this spring. Kitty cat, she's out there cruising around checking for gophers, hopefully. Got our yard mowed up yesterday for a croquet game. Our irises out there at the pump house, they're looking good, but again, the blooms are starting to subside on them. Coming around here, you can see the sun just starting to peek up over the ridge. Kind of a cool looking arch as the sun's coming up. We saw some big old gobblers out here in the backyard this morning. They were strutting around out in the horse pasture. Got our avocado tree planted. Thanks to Mom, she gave me a new avocado tree and got it planted for the month of May for a Mother's Day kind of a thought. And got our chickens in the coop going. Been a project since this fall with them. Wyatt and I built this chicken coop, and we've got our chickens coming into production. He's got it set up to where we got this old window that got through a yard sale, and we got our laying house, which just kind of give you a little peek on this thing. It's kind of fun in that we got boxes on the inside here for the hens to lay in. Kind of poopy looking right now. And then something I thought was kind of a cool thing would to have this window set up here where you could just reach inside the hen house. Got a little roost here. We use pallets with the construction of it, try to reduce cost on our materials. We got power coming in overhead. This is something that can be either solar panel operated, of course, or battery powered thing, but chickens are in production coming up. Hopefully we'll have some eggs later this summer, and just kind of incorporated some new materials and some old materials with this. Got a old barn / garden door that we had, and then put in some new pressure treated lumber, pressure treated posts and chicken wire. But one of those things that just kind of got a little creative when I looked to see what the cost of a new prefabbed house was going to be, and so got motivated. We got some elderberry trees here, and up on the hill you can see the gobblers that I was talking about earlier. They're up there in the background. Get around, we got our nectarine trees. They didn't do too much this year. Rose bush is always pretty. This is one of my favorite rose bushes in the yard. Kind of one of those older ones that really has a lot of good smell to it. Got a lot of weeds out here, but we got some beans coming up. We got cucumbers after I think probably 3 attempts to get them germinated, growing, and past all the frost. We got peppers in our raised garden bed there. Some volunteer tomatoes over here, and some peppers, onions. Cherry tree had a great production year. Plums are coming on. Apricot, it got bit by the frost. Corn, it's really coming on right now, and squash. Hopefully we'll get some before the year's in. These raised bed slash old water troughs have worked out pretty good so far. What I did was put our tomatoes in those that we got from our local nursery and added in some drip lines to it. Work in progress, but took some of this drain rock, put down in the bottom of those raised garden beds with some potting soil from our local supplier, and they seem to be coming on pretty good in terms of production. I got several varieties of tomatoes in there. Look forward to a harvest. Old Hank out here in the backyard making sure everything's good. Got some pomegranate trees, some citrus trees, some apple trees, got some fruit coming on, and our new little olive trees coming on. But that's your Memorial Day garden tour with the cattle and horses and turkeys on the hill. Hope you all are having a great Memorial Day weekend. Remember to think about all of our servicemen and women who paid the ultimate sacrifice so that we could enjoy this beautiful country and our freedoms. Have a great day.